What's up, y'all? We're the Odd Couple, and I'm Brandon.
I'm Jennifer.
And today we're going to be reviewing The Gift and Fantastic Four. We're going to do a double review here again. We might do a few of these, more of these more often, because we see so many movies. So the first one is The Gift, and it's a story about a couple who the husband gets a new job, played by Jason Bateman, and the girls played by Rebecca Hall. Jason Bateman plays Simon in the movie, and Rebecca plays, I think, Robin's her name, Hall. So, uh, yeah. So they move into the place, and they kind of want a new change of scenery too. Uh, so they move into the place, and they're out and about, shopping for their place, and they come in contact with Simon's old friend from school, who kind of comes up to them, and introduces himself. And at first, Jason Bateman's character,
Simon did not remember him.
yeah, did not recognize him, and then at the end he kind of does. Even though we think even though later on you kind of find out he does. Uh, but it's about them, Simon, really being creeped out about the guy,
Gordo.
about something. Gordo's his name. Also played by Joel Edgerton, who also wrote
and
directed this. This is his second film he's been involved in. First was the 2011 Thing remake, which I like too. Uh, so from there from there it goes to where he keeps coming over, dropping off gifts, random stuff.
Just making it creepy.
Yeah, kind of doing creepy stuff. Even in their talks, they had dinner, and it just made him feel uncomfortable.
Kind of just pushed his way to dinner and everything. Stayed for a whole day, and that's when he remembered that he was Weirdo Gordo.
Yeah, and so he's kind of pushed this guy away, and he thinks he's fallen, got a crush on his wife.
But Robin likes him. She thinks he's a sweet guy.
Yeah, so he keeps coming over, he brings him fish, kind of trespassing on the property, and Simon's finally had enough. And so he goes over there. He's invited to a dinner. Their friends get together before then, and they advise him not to go, but the wife kind of insists that they go, to really thank him. And well, when Simon gets there, it all ends. They find out he lives in this big, beautiful place, and they want to know, they're in shock. And they get there, and there's supposed to be another guest. They don't show up. So more creepy stuff.
He dips.
And he leaves for a phone call for like maybe 5-10 minutes, and they kind of search around this place. I won't say any much more than that. From there on, it's getting too much more into the plot, because there's quite a few plots where you're thinking, well, it could go that way,
it could be that way,
or where is this going? But in the end, it really leads to him telling him not to come around anymore, and kind of Weirdo the Gordo. Basically, the movie is about
the past.
When the past comes back to haunt you, and what someone can do to implant, just little hints of stuff, and planting seeds into someone's head, and what that can do to a relationship, or can do to a person.
Which can really mess with you.
Yeah, and really mess with your head. And that's what it's all about.
It's a thriller. And it's a really good one.
Another Blumhouse Productions picture. I've seen a lot. I love almost a lot of their films. There's some films they did I don't like, but there's some I do. I'm a big horror fan, thriller fan, and this one here for me is
alright.
Is very good. I definitely would recommend you checking this one out. It's one, if you're any kind of thriller fan, horror fan, even if you're not, this is one. Definitely throw your money towards it. Go out there and watch it. You don't want to just let this one go.
No. Not at all. I gotta admit, I jumped.
And there was a few points where you jumped too, like scares, that work.
Completely great jumps.
Yeah, yeah, they're scared. They're jump scares that are there, but it's not like the actual,
The funny thing is,
thing you
when
think it is. But they work. That's the good
but
thing
the
to
funny
them.
thing is, you don't expect it at all,
Hmm.
at all. Like boom, out of nowhere. Like where did that come from?
Yeah, Tim Griffin was his friend in this. One of the friends in this, I'm not really gonna mention them too much. Were mediocre, I think, all but Tim. Maybe the girl, the friend, the girl. I don't really know her name right offhand. The actor who was the friend with the baby.
Kelly?
Uh,
No.
but all in all, for me, I'm gonna have to say 4 stars. For me, the ending. I love the ending. Don't get me wrong. It just kind of come abrupt because it's such a slow burn thriller that
You'd think it'd be a big, huge ending.
yeah, that was big and huge. But you kind of started seeing it coming. But it was a good movie all around. I think the ending could have been a little better, but it's still a shocking and fitting ending. Uh, Basically, I
Could
would
have
have
gave
liked
you
to,
a little bit more.
I would like to see him stretch the ending a little more than they did. But it was still good. 4 stars for me.
Me too.
Uh, Definitely check it out. Now, the second one,
Fantastic
we're kind of on
Four.
two different sides of spectrums here.
Always, right?
Fantastic Four, directed by uh, oh, Trank. What's his Josh Trank for Josh Trank?
Josh.
Josh Trank. He did Chronicle. I seen Chronicle. I believe. I don't remember too well. The kid with the powers. So, yeah, just them and Ben Grimm's in this, and Ben Grimm. I'm sorry, is the name of the thing in this. I don't know what I was thinking. Uh, who is what's the kid's name? The stretch kid's name. The one with the
I
long
think
arms.
Miles.
Miles Taylor plays him, and
Teller.
yeah, Brandon B. Jordan's in this. Uh,
Is he Michael Jordan's son?
what can I say about this film?
It was very
Okay,
ongoing.
I'm not gonna hit it as hard as I want to. Uh, to me, I've seen I think the first 2005 uh, Fantastic Four. I'm not big on you know superhero movies. I've watched them, and I thought that one was okay. This one doesn't come close to that. Uh,
See, you're lucky you got to watch that one. I didn't watch that.
we watched this with uh, uh,
We?
yeah, we watched Fantastic Four.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, we watched this with our younger son, so
He loved
he
it.
highly enjoyed it. But
He's 11.
he's 11, so I mean it could be something your kids might enjoy. But for an adult, for me, bad CGI. First it started off. There was nothing spectacular in this movie. Even the end fight with Doctor Doom when they all go and fight Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom to me kind of looked like Toxic Avenger fell into a tub of green muck and then burned himself. Or, I mean, it. I'm not even sure what to say there. The acting was just like I think, trying to keep it together.
It felt like new actors coming on set and just kind of reading the lines and saying it.
Yeah, it was, all around this is a bad movie. I mean, don't get me wrong, there were some points when watching this, like, okay, this, it's starting to get good, or maybe this is where it turns around. So
Then it gets dry.
there's parts in this where you're like, okay, yeah, well, here we go. And then you're back to,
Down.
25, 30 minutes of
Boring.
boringness, and you're always wanting to see you always want to see the powers too. Like, when is a lot of this fight, in Spider-Man and Avengers.
It was more of a workup, how they became who they
Yeah.
are.
Which it's been the story. To me, there's a lot of good stuff in the story, but it just
That's
wasn't
what I did like
executed.
about the movie because I didn't know. As a child, I did read some comic books and they already had their powers. I was always the chick that was like, how did they get it? this kind of explains it. That's what I did appreciate about this.
Yeah, man, it's really hard to say too much good about
Then
this.
they don't even look like the characters.
Well, I think that's the whole point. They're trying to go younger, with a
If
young
that's supposed
actor.
to be Storm,
And I also found out that in this Fox, who has the rights to this film, made it just in the nick of time. So they basically saved this because after 7 years they would have lost the rights if they had not made a film since then to this franchise. So to me, it kind of looks like Fox just said, you know what?
let's just do it
Let's just write some shit down.
and go.
Let's get a bunch of stars, young studded cast, and let's just put crappy CGI on screen and just throw it out there, and hopefully we make money. That's so we
But
can keep our
what's sad
movie.
is you just recently told me today that the guy was already bashing it.
I heard somebody was bashing it, but still,
The only
I
writer or
wasn't
something?
going in there thinking bashing. No, I was going in there hoping for a good movie. You know,
It is what it is.
I'm gonna have to say Pixels was their last bad review at 2.5. I'm gonna have to say 2 stars out of 5 for this. Unfortunately, don't waste your money on Fantastic Four.
Rent it. It's a rental.
Yeah,
A dark
I wouldn't
room
even
rental.
rent it. I mean, if you're a fan of this stuff, you're not gonna like it. You're gonna hate it. If
You're
you're a
gonna be
fan of the
angry.
comics and a fan of any kind of superhero movie. So, with that being said,
Unless
The
you're
Gift.
totally opposite from us.
The Gift, 4 stars.
Fantastic
We both give
Four.
4 stars. I gave Fantastic Four 2 stars. What was your thoughts on it?
2.5.
2.5 stars.
I'll be gracious.
So there it is. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Alright, thank you.